Come on. Come on. Hello and welcome to Painting in My Yard. I discovered this spot to paint and it changed my life. Because I sat here in a different spot in my yard, usually I paint on the porch. But because I sat here, I made this painting. And it evolved into something unique and beautiful and different but the same. And also wonderful and magical. All because I sat here in this spot in my yard, and I looked at the world around me and I said, wow, life is worth a living, ooh, in the words of Justin Bieber. So what happened is basically what happened, and if you would just let me speak, that's me just having fun. I'm just scratching my painting just for fun, and that's the goal. Okay, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna be playful. We're playing around. Would you let me tell you what this was gonna be at first? So I painted the background green a different day. I said that'll be something someday. I think I thought I was gonna do cutout. Here was my plan. I was going to paint flowers. I painted flowers earlier this day. And then I was going to cut out those flowers and glue them on this canvas and then paint leaves around them. That's what I was going to do. So I already painted the flowers, which I ended up using for something else because this, again, as I said, as I made this, something magical happened. I don't know what happened. It was crazy. Again, it's because I painted in a different spot in my yard. But, yes. So, I was just using the colors that I painted the flowers in. I was on Pinterest earlier. I got some color inspo, and I was just inspired to throw that paint on that canvas and just do like an abstract background and then find my way. I was also at this time, it's been a while because I keep avoiding doing the voiceover. I'm sorry. I'm busy. I'm busy doing nothing. I have Animal Crossing open. I was waiting for it to load. But then I was like, I should do this voiceover. I haven't played Animal Crossing in forever. It doesn't matter. I was trying to play Minecraft. It wouldn't load. I was trying to pick up Stardew Valley again because I have tried and I've failed many times. I can't get past like day 3. I can't do anything. I can't figure out the controls on it. I don't know where anything is. I get angry. I get upset. And it's beautiful. I love it there. It's beautiful. But I don't know how to do anything. I mess up once and I'm like, well, I don't know how to fix this, so I'm going to leave forever. And that's what I keep doing with it. But we can move on. I'm just throwing. This is a magenta. We're focusing on pinks and light blue, but mostly browns. Oranges, if you will. I was going to say at this time I was watching some art videos. I've been getting into some art history. I've been getting into other people making art. And I enjoy the ones where they preach curiosity and playfulness in art. And looking at it from a place of, where will this go? Where will I end up? Let me just begin and find my way. I've always kind of painted like that. But this was kind of more intentional. I feel like it's never really intentional. It's just how I work. I don't like making a plan. And if I do for too long, I'm just never going to do it. But I do like a semblance of a plan. I like a vague plan. But again, I find my way. But just the freedom of throwing that color on there and saying, hey, if this is ugly, so be it. There's ugliness in the world. There's ugly things. What's ugly? What's ugly? What's ugly? What's ugly? What's ugly? I can't think of anything at the moment. I can't think of anything at the moment because I'm sure in some form it's beautiful. In some way. I was going to say some sort of bug or something, but then the bug people would get mad at me for saying it's ugly, and that's just what it looks like. Okay, yeah, okay, fine. Because spiders, I don't like spiders, but even they're not ugly, really. They're beautiful in their own way. But ew, get away from me, don't look at me. How do we get here? What am I even talking about? Stop. But it's really the curious whimsy I felt this day of saying, wow, spring brought it out in me. You know, spring is just, you can't beat it. All right, look around. Everything's green again. Everything's amazing. And I'm throwing this brown paint on the canvas. As you can see, I made some vague leaf shapes. Because, again, I was like, let me throw some leaves in there because I'm going to put flowers. But because I put no pressure on this, because I was like, okay, well, this is going to be under the real painting. Okay? Let me just see where it goes. It doesn't really matter because I'm going to be painting over it basically with my other flowers, and this is just the background. But oh, the things we uncovered. Okay? All right? And if you think I'm being dramatic, I can't explain it to you. Okay? Maybe go sit out in your yard and see. And if you don't paint, then go sit out in your yard and just do any activity. Maybe just sit out there and look at the sky. Oh my gosh, do you ever just go outside and just look up at the sky and feel in your heart how small you are? Wow, the world is big, you say to yourself. And then you go back inside and you open up TikTok and scroll for at least 5 hours straight. And you have something else open, you have a book beside you or something else that you want to do, but you can't. You can't do that because you're on TikTok. And this is my story. This is my story. This is my song. Because earlier this evening, I was trying to read a book. And I couldn't because I couldn't get off TikTok. I was trapped. Do you ever scroll on TikTok and you feel yourself, you're like, it's like you really want to get off TikTok, but you just don't. And there's this little something screaming inside of you saying, please let me out, get out of here, go do something else. And you're just like, no, sorry, I can't answer that call. I must stay here. Your request is denied. Anyways, so that's why we need to go outside and go touch grass or paint grass. We can paint grass. We can look at the grass. We can paint it. Or just take a picture of it, maybe. You want to take a picture of it? Take a picture of the grass. Come on, take a picture of it. Touch that grass. So I'm throwing more color in here. I'm blending. I'm saying, what is this? I'm having fun. This is cool. Wow. What are we discovering today? That's what we're saying. I'm also, you know what really was the backbone of this painting, is the color green gold. Liquitex green gold. Kind of sheer. But we like that, actually, this time. Because the way it layers is beautiful. Okay? And it's a wonderful yellowy green. That's barely green. Because it's called green gold. I've tried to recreate it and I can't. And I was trying to reorder more. I'm sure you can. Okay? But also, you don't get it. In my heart, I need it from the tube store-bought. Okay? Shh. So, yeah, I was trying to order more, and they randomly go up on pricing. What's that about? You may be like, well, sometimes they're on sale. No, certain colors are just more expensive. Randomly. Like the others are normal price. And then it's like, whoop, this specific color you want, that's $16. Double the price. Let's take it or leave it. No, I don't want to. I'm trying to transition all my paint into tubes because I'm tired of the paint clogging and the paint bottle clogging. It happens no matter what, and it makes me mad. Ugh. But I love that format. Doesn't matter. Everybody be quiet. I'm making my way. I don't know what that was. I pointed and then I just did kind of nothing. So we're uncovering a sky of sorts, as you can see. Wow, something's happening here. Let me take a picture. Let me video this portion. Because things are pretty cool. Again, there's something about there being no rules, because I'm like, I don't even know what this is. It's truly, it's like I'm digging. I'm looking for I'm uncovering the treasure. I'm uncovering what this is as I paint. And that does not always happen in the way that this happened. That's why I keep saying it's magical, because there was just something about it. Again, what I was saying though, if I'm like, okay, I'm making a sky, I get in my head about certain things. I'm like, okay, well that obviously has to go here, that there's got to be it's got to be blue, or it's got to be these certain colors. Okay, yeah, this time I don't know what this is, so I'm putting brown up there. I'm putting green up in the sky, because that did end up kind of being a sky. But it just adds character, if you will. Okay? A green sky. That'll add some character. Brown sky. I didn't speed any of these clips up also. So it's either I go silent mode, and you listen to the cars pass by, or I keep talking. Let me know what you want to happen. And then you'll get your answer right after this. surprise, I'm back. I thought you might be getting lonely. So, it also may look like I am beating out my brush. Being really rough. Just like hitting the canvas almost. Yes, that's what it's for. For me to use it. No worries. Okay? Cheap brushes. Either way. Sometimes whoa. Sometimes, no. Let me start again. One time somebody got mad at me for just beating the canvas with my brush. Really, really, really being harsh with my brush. And I said, well, here are some hobbies that I think you might enjoy. Or that I think you should start. Because you need one. I think maybe you should get into perler beads again. We all played with them as a child. We used the iron. And we made those little perler beads creations. I think maybe you should get into that. Because I tried to get back into it. I got frustrated. It was difficult. I was trying to create too intricate of designs. I was trying to make flowers. But fancy flowers that I found on Pinterest. And that was too ambitious. Okay? I'm just getting back into it. But maybe you can. Maybe you can work on that for me. No, it's for you. Because you needed a hobby. You were paying too close attention to me and how I use my brush. So I thought maybe you needed a hobby, as I said. And so you get back into perler beads. I guess what I'm trying to say is that don't look on Pinterest at those fancy designs. Just make whatever your heart desires. Maybe a smiley face. Maybe because you need a smile. And some other hobbies I think you might enjoy. Maybe getting a kickball and kicking it around the driveway or your yard. All of my hobbies relate back to my childhood, such as video games and reading. Because anything I like to read, I like it to be fanciful, whimsical, okay? We're in a fantasy land and there's a dragon maybe and there's a unicorn perhaps. I don't know. Who knows what we might discover. Enough of that. Things are evolving. There's clouds now. I said, well, why? Let's just throw one in there. Let's throw some in there, okay? That's what I'm feeling right now. I'm keeping everything just blocky, okay? Everything's just kind of chunky. Yes. Yeah, alright, yeah. I'm on my phone again. I'm on the phone again. On the phone again. Listen, sometimes, such as every 5 seconds, I get on my phone. So what? This is my reality. It's actually glued to my hand. Actually. And actually, what if I told you it was glued to my hand? And sometimes I catch myself just doing simple tasks, and I have to have my phone in my hand. And I'm like, why? I don't know. Leave me alone. I say that. This is the conversation I have with myself. Hey, stop asking me questions. I say to myself. Hey, leave me alone, maybe? I'm doing my best in the world that I'm living in currently. Okay? This is what they wanted. Is this what you wanted, Apple? This is what you wanted, huh? I can't even water my flowers. I can't fill up my it's not a pitcher. Why can't watering can? Good golly. I couldn't think of the word. I can't fill up my watering can to fill up the bird bath. Okay? Without having my phone in my hand. And I ask myself, why? I'm going into a country accent. I don't know why. But we got to ask ourselves, why do we do this? I don't know. I've got to have it in my hand, though. What if I need it? I need it. That's what Apple wanted. And they got their wish. I hate them. Sorry. So, I'm adding some green gold everywhere. As I said, This is the secret ingredient to this whole painting. I don't know, it was part of the magic. What I also will say about this one, it's coming back to me now. It's all coming back to me. It was like, oh look, we're adding more blobs to the flower blob. Yes, exactly. But it was like I was in a trance, if you will. Not really. It's just I don't know how to describe it. It's called being in the zone. It's called being in the zone. Alright? Do I still check my phone every so often? Yes, but I'm locked in, if you really think about it. I'm locked in. Alright, I don't know what's happening around me. I don't know what lunch is, because it's gone. Lunch has passed, and I'm still here. Okay? I can't get up and move. I'm not even thinking about it, honestly. I'm busy. Okay? I'm creating a world here. Excuse me, I'm creating a world. Alright? There's no time for anything. And after this, I've learned to bring in some snacks out with me, because it's hard for me to get up and move. Okay? I just remembered that I have Animal Crossing open, and my Switch is probably dead. My bad. Oh my gosh, I planted flowers and they bloomed and they're ugly. Ew. Why do they look like that? I don't like that. Are those pansies? Why are they like brown and yellow? Maybe it's supposed to be red. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I'm running around. Okay, sorry, I'll put it down. Oh my gosh. Tulips. Whoa, I just remembered I planted all these flowers everywhere. It's really chaotic and overwhelming and scary. But if you really think about it, it's beautiful. I have a pink cowgirl hat on. So, one thing about me with games is I get frustrated really easy, as I said, and I find parts of the game that I love, and I just do that over and over and don't progress the story anymore. Because I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't know how to do that. I'm just going to swim and keep catching fish and crabs. I like to swim. Okay? Alright, so leave me alone. And then I find like dumb little tasks that I make up for myself. Okay? For example, in Minecraft, I started building bridges to other islands from our island. It's a shared realm with my siblings. We haven't gotten on in a while, but and I didn't create any of it. You would think that I would get in there and just be creating stuff, because I create things, but I don't want to create. Here's what I want to do. This is what I do. I build bridges to different islands, okay? And I keep building those bridges until I find new ones. And then I connect them all. And slowly connecting all of them, and I find new giant caves in all of these in all these new spots I discover. I fight all the monsters, and I have the time of my life. When I first started playing Minecraft, I didn't like fighting the monsters. I got scared. It's too dark, okay? I'm scared. But I love it now. Do I still get scared sometimes? Yes. But hey, I can fight them, okay? I got this, guys. Don't worry. I got those flaming arrows, and everything's fine. So, anyways, I didn't play when I was little. I feel like we've probably talked about Minecraft in one of these voiceovers before, because I get fixated on it every so often. Every so often I get really fixated on it. My brothers and I have started gaming together, and it's sibling bonding time, because we used to play games together, and when we all lived in the same house, and now we don't, and we're far apart. And so the games, that's how we connect. We all love games. We love games. Now I'm just thinking about how we used to play games in the playroom together in the basement. We had a playroom, as we called it. It was kind of just like another TV room, if you will. But now I'm just thinking about playing games together, and now I'm sad. No. No. We're gonna move on, because with each new day is a new memory to make, and the only constant in life is that it changes or something like that, and changes brings forth new good things sometimes, and it also it's sad because it's not the same, but it's good too. It's good, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's okay if you really think about it. But man, don't you wish you could sometimes just go back to like 20 uh 2012, maybe 2010. I'm trying to think of how old I was then. I can't remember. That's just a guess of this era. Don't you wish you could go back to that time and get up in the middle of the night on Christmas Eve and sneak into the playroom and play the Wii with your brothers? Don't you wish you could do that? Don't you wish? Nostalgia. It ruins my life. So, moving on. I added a new blue spot over there. I'm adding some more blue. Again, nothing is, might take that back. Something is being revealed, but not quite yet. We're still finding our way. Yes. Okay, now everybody be quiet. We're gonna listen to the wind blow in the microphone and hurt our ears. Now that their car went by, I thought it'd be a nice time to come back in and say, hey, I'm sitting on the floor now. Can you tell? Filming this voiceover. What did I just say? I had to plug in my phone because it was dying. Something about my phone is always dying because I'm always on it, like I said. But I would like to add this. Which is what I try to correct myself when I let myself be sad sometimes, being nostalgic. But then I say, wow, how lucky am I to have those great memories to be so sad over now. What great memories and great childhood. Wow. I'm thankful. And now we can move on. Okay, do you see it coming together? You see those flowers in there? I just started thinking about painting outside again and how it really has changed the process for me. And it just, it's so much better, man. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's wonderful. Painting outside. I can't ever go back. I'm going to have to go back to painting inside. I'm going to have to. You know why? Because it's going to get real hot. And you know what I don't like? the real hot summer. And you know what I do when it's real hot in the summer? I'm getting a body of water. Yes. Yes, I'm in that pool. My parents, to be exact. I said, a pool? A pool has changed. I always wanted a pool, and you know when you go to a friend's house, or this happened when I was little a lot. You would go to a friend's house, oh my gosh, they have a pool. Wow, how exciting. We're going to have fun, right? No, wrong. They won't get in. Oh my gosh. And just that attitude. Why do they always have that attitude of having a pool and not appreciating it? It's because they have it all the time, I know. But, oh my gosh. Like, come on. Please. Finally, a couple years ago, I don't remember how long they've had it now. I was still living at home. I was like, guys. I was desperate. I don't know what, like, something just flipped. What's the word? I don't even know the word. What word am I looking for? I was like, I've got to have a pool. Y'all have the room? Come on, guys. Let me help you out here. Let me help you help me. Oh my gosh. And it's changed everything. It's changed the whole meaning of summer to me. What once was just hot torture now is heaven. Okay? And I will never be one of those people. Do I live there anymore? No. Okay. But still, I claim it. That's my pool too. I'm there every day that I can. So as a pool owner, I don't do anything. I don't take care of it at all. As a pool owner, it's not my pool. You will never catch me with that pool owner attitude of like, I don't care. Oh, me having a pool? Yeah, I don't care. Pools are just whatever. Stop right there. That's never going to be me. I will always appreciate a pool and a body of water. I'm going to sit and float in that body of water, and I'm going to have the time of my life. Something in that year that it did break in me, there was a really hot summer, and I was like, I was walking Scooby, our dog, a lot. Again, I really can't claim him as my dog, because in my head, he's still my dog, but he's not, because he doesn't live with me. But I do still, of course, claim him as my child. It's funny, because I convinced them to keep Scooby when he showed up on our porch as a teeny tiny baby. And then when me and Scooby were on a walk, we found Opie, our other dog now, convinced them to keep him. And then a year later, I move out. Like, bye, guys. Have fun. No, I help out all the time. But anyways, I was like really into walking him. I was walking every day. It was so hot. I was like, guys, we got to at least get like a baby pool again. Where's a kiddie pool? I've got to get one and just sit in it so I can just sit in it and read. I just need some form of water. Go on. And then we finally got a pool and my life changed forever. So that's my story. Okay? Now I look forward to summers. And I'm very privileged because I don't have a job. And if I want to, I can just go sit in the pool every day. Just kidding. Painting is my game. Painting is my job. And packing up orders, which I pay Mom to do. So I don't really do that. Mostly these days I'm painting every day. That doesn't feel like a job. Filming does, kind of. It does. Making videos, that feels like work. It does. It's become as natural as breathing to me, though. But it's still, sometimes I'm like, ugh. Also, the psychological torture of posting videos online. No, I'm not getting to that time. I'm not comparing it to an actual job, okay? I'm just saying. No, what I do as a whole is a job. I'm just saying, like, try. What did she say? What's that viral clip? Try being an influencer for a day. Try it. I'm not an influencer, so don't claim that over. Don't say that. Okay, I would never influence you. Do what you want. Hey. Except I am. I'm influencing you to go sit in your yard. That's what I'm influencing you to do. That's all I want from you. All I want from you is for you to go sit in your yard and do something. Do a craft, paint, read a book. Oh, it's hot? Ugh, you make a great point. Dang it. Well, what do we do now? I don't know. Yes. Well, yes. Go find a body of water somewhere and stick your feet in. Go find a river. Don't do that. Sorry, don't do that. I'm not influencing you to go jump in a river. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Whale. Get a swing. Go find a swing. Swing in it. Get a breeze. In the outdoor air. Go to the park. Sit under a big tree. If you don't like your yard. I really hit the jackpot with my yard. When I got this house, it's just like, it was so exactly my whimsical just dream. There's just plants everywhere. There's flowers everywhere. They come back every year. It's this fun little design. It's not even, it's like a little garden, and there's the pathway, and it's magical and amazing. Anyways. Let the rain fall down. So, as you can see, I've formed some grass at the bottom. I'm saying, okay, I can't help myself. I'm doing the sky at the top and the grass at the bottom. What can I say? I like doing that. I found my way, but it's in a brand new way. If you weigh, and if you weigh, in the way that the way is in the way. I went to check my Instagram post that's actually doing well. And that reminded me what I was talking about, the psychological torture of posting videos. I kind of bring it upon myself because I get into this. It's kind of impossible not to. I'm not always obsessed with the views. I swear I'm not. But sometimes I get into these mindsets where when the algorithm just is not showing my stuff to anybody, I get so anxious and it just stresses me out. And it just makes me like, it just makes me so confused, and I don't understand, because I'm like, why do we even have a following? Why do I, why does it even let people follow me when that does not mean anything? It doesn't mean anything, And I go through times, because it doesn't even show to like 2% of the people that follow you. It's always putting it out to new people, and I get it, but I don't, and I never will. And it's a game, and it's gets old sometimes, but it's also fun and cool that I can reach so many people when I can. And the fact that I can at all, hey, would you look at that, Would you look at that, for real? Okay, so here the painting is forming. I'm adding that green gold, you guessed it. We're doing some big old vines with leaves. My favorite. Okay, we got the big brush. I've been using the same big brush. All right, we're letting that red shine through that orange, okay, and that brown. Okay, that's the dirt. This is where I really discovered, okay, wow, layering is important. I always knew that, but the color specifically with what I'm painting, and if I'm doing greenery, I need to put brown and orangey, reddish brown tones under there, because it's like, oh, that's the dirt. Give me something interesting to look at, to contrast and to give that depth And I've been obsessed ever since. I can't stop. I've been obsessed with greenery. And leaves and building up the layers and oh my gosh, and this is where it started. All from playing around. Okay? And that's so playing around is so important, okay? Having fun. All right, just throw in that canvas. I mean, no, don't throw the canvas. You can if you want. I've done it before. Throwing that paint on that canvas. You know, not trying to be perfect. Who cares? Come on. Who's perfect? Nobody. Okay? That's boring. What are we, AI? Which AI isn't even perfect. AI is like really just... Ugh. Don't get me started. Don't get me started, okay? I don't want to hear what ChatGPT told you. The trend again. Don't ask me why I'm looking at Facebook. Okay? As I told you, my screen time is insane. I'm always on my phone. Okay? I find Facebook entertaining sometimes because do I just end up angry every time? Yes, but whatever. And I keep seeing people putting in pictures to ChatGPT and asking it to roast them or like what its opinion is of them or something. I don't even know what they're entering. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I do not find that entertaining. Okay? Maybe you try making a joke. It's like killing creativity in all forms. It's like that's not real, right? That's hey, come here. Hey, that's not real. Why is this entertaining in the slightest? I'm sorry. And I know there's some fun in it, and I guess I don't use it ever. And I guess there's forms of AI, I don't even fully understand it. I guess it's in other things that I use, like, I don't know, in some form, I'm sure. But, like, the stupid filters, sometimes there's trends on TikTok where it's like, me as I don't know, somebody from something as some character or something. I never find that interesting, ever. Not even once have I found that interesting or funny. I don't want to look at it. It's annoying. It's ugly. It's like upsetting. It's the same thing over and over again. It's got that terrible AI quality to it. They're stealing all our art and all our thoughts and all our ideas. Stop. Use your own brain, please. I beg. Maybe you type something about everybody. Maybe. Anyways, that's my rant for you. Wow, look at those leaves coming together. Each time I mix like a cream color, it's like an off-white, into it just a little bit to build up the layers, and it gets lighter and lighter and lighter. And that's so fun. It has this like blurry, dreamlike quality to it. And so I think I named it something to do with dream something. Forgot. I listened to that back and I kept saying it's not entertaining or funny because it's not real. And you could be like, well, things that aren't real are fun all the time. Okay, duh. Yeah, that's not what I meant. I don't know how to put how I feel about it into words, really. But it's kind of like if you're like, man, I love a cheeseburger right now. And then you go to Google and just look up a picture of a cheeseburger. And you're like, wow, that was awesome. I'm going to go about my day now. I mean, the AI art is the real disgrace here. But I just get annoyed with it overall because of that, I think. Like, I saw somebody make a TikTok and they're like, I forgot the artist. There's some artist, it was this cutesy, like, nursery decor type style, and she was doing it for her nursery, I think. And she just told AI to make art based off that artist. And she framed them, and it actually looked good. I'm sure the closer you looked at it, it wasn't, but I was actually like, that struck fear in my heart. I was like, no, what are we doing? That makes me ill. That makes me, oh my gosh, that's horrific. Anyways, on that note, one more thing though, Hobby Lobby, I can't go in there. I don't like it. And Michael's too. I went to Michael's the other day because I bought the first book, Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson, and for some reason I didn't buy the others because I was like, I don't know, I don't want to commit to them all right now, even though usually I do just buy everything all at once. Anyways, I didn't. So I finished the book immediately. I woke up the next morning and I got to Barnes & Noble before it opened, and I said, whoa, am I okay? What's happening here? But Michael's was open, so I went into Michael's, wandered around. They have this, the decor section, sometimes they have cute stuff, okay? But they have this, like, Monet section, inspired, like all the water lilies. And they have these cool book boxes, and they're not cool, but they look cool from far away. Because I love a book box, and they were really pretty. But then the closer you get, it's so pixelated and just like the worst quality ever, dude. And then I was looking at more stuff, and there was one that was, I'm sure they all were, but one of them was so clearly AI. And the fact that it was inspired by an actual artist, I mean, everything there should be created by an artist somewhere. It just, like, ruins my day when I see it. And Hobby Lobby, if you're bored, just go down the aisles of art. And I was doing this with my friend. Again, we were killing time. And we were like, okay, let's find all the AI stuff. And, oh, it's everywhere. I'm laying on the floor now. I'm laying on the floor. We've been here too long. I've been ranting for too long. I'm sorry. Sorry. Man, I started this video on such a high note, and then I bummed myself out. But hey, I'm here making art. Look at me. Hear me roar. And are they just using it? Is AI just going to use it to recreate other art and stealing mine in the process? Yeah, they are, but life is still worth living. Ooh. Because nothing AI will make will ever compare to anything a human makes with their heart and soul and hands. Because I can't, because I don't draw people and I haven't practiced that. But people who paint hands, yeah, they can do that. AI cannot. They can't do hands. AI, not they, not to call it a they. Sorry, it can't do that. Loser alert, loser. Maybe that's the only thing that we have in common. No, I could if I tried hard enough, if I practiced enough. Anything is possible. But I'm going to keep painting my leaves. Ella had to check out the painting. I look kind of rough in this. I need you to stop judging me. And you're not. I'm judging myself. I have my camo pants on and my Crocs. And it matches my hair. Why does my hair look like that for real? It's really dirty, that's why. But I'm just layering, and I'm like, whoa. Wow. Something has been created here, and that's for sure. Something has. And that's beautiful. Ella's overseeing it. And I'm videoing because I gotta get some clips in there. La 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 la. And it's kind of, I guess, overkill to film in two forms on my phone and on this camera for YouTube in horizontal form. But it gets a different perspective, and a perspective that I often enjoy. Especially looking back on, I kind of view it and these videos of me rambling as like, exactly. And so I think I don't really need to add anything to that. I think you really get the point there. It's just something to look back on, I guess. And also, and so I'm sorry, I've lost my train of thought. I'm really lost here. I fear I'm the ranting has fried my brain. I wish I could continue that thought for you, but I can't. Oh, I do love reflecting on the paintings again, because it's I kind of rush the other videos. I get excited and then I edit the video. It's not really that much of a process because it's just short clips. But and then I do the voiceover and I take the picture of the painting and I blah 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 and I make a print and blah 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 blah. But with these, I've been doing the voiceovers later. I try to kind of edit as I go, but again, I don't make it too much work because I'm I still focus more on the vertical videos and TikTok and Instagram because that's where I get the most interaction. But I do like reflecting on the paintings again and seeing it from this angle and saying, wow, remember that? That was great. I'm just adding more stems. I've also still been loving the swirls. People said this reminded them of like Jack and the Beanstalk meets... Somebody said that, and they said meets something, and I forgot what they said. But I was like, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying there. Oh. But I didn't bring the stems all the way up. I kind of just left those others floating in there mostly. And now I'm hugging Ella. Bless her heart. Bless her heart, for real, for real. But thank you for joining me on this journey. All right. And it was lovely. It was lovely to be here. If I don't reveal it at the end, which I can't remember if I do or don't, go to my Instagram or TikTok. And I have like another video of it. I also have just like a post where you can just stare at it if you want. The print's also on my website. I called it Floral Daydream, I do believe. That just came to me. I remember now. Oh, what a time we've had. What a time. I don't really know what I was talking about most of the time, but I'm here and I'm talking. So that means I'm here and I'm talking and I'm not going to put any music. And you're just going to have to hear me yap most of the time, and then I'm going to go silent mode a couple times. And you're just going to have to hear the loud noises of the air and the sky. And a few cars. Because at least I'm here doing something, you know what I mean? Okay, you know what I mean? I'm here, and you're here, and that's all that matters. Okay, so go outside and maybe make something. And don't ask ChatGPT to, because it's a loser, if you really think about it. Oh, I did add some leaves up there. I fear it might just cut off. This is all you're getting. Love you, bye.